If you like smoking weed, let me hear you say hell yeah. Hell yeah. Gotcha. Get these mother...
Sup, it's Sydney. I just turned 21, okay? Cut me some slack. If you're new here, hi. I like to do things a little bit differently here because I'm extremely blunt and straightforward, almost to my own downfall. So yes, while this video is going to give a comprehensive list of everything I believe you should bring to school, it's also going to be a little bit brutally honest in a sense that I'm gonna tell you straight up, you don't need that
thing that Bed Bath & Beyond recommends.
Cheers to that, I guess. Also, I put all of this into a spreadsheet that I have listed by tab depending on what type of item it is. And it's also color-coded to necessities and just my suggestions. And I have links to example items and also the approximate cost. You're welcome. First section, I'm kind of calling this like your bedroom basics. These are just kind of standard things you're gonna need for your dorm room. Example, item number 1, sheets.
Groundbreaking.
I bought 2 sets of bed sheets my freshman year, never used the other set. Just buy 1 set of twin XL sheets, make sure they're the right size, and don't buy white because it gets gross. Pillows and pillowcases are kind of the same deal. You really only need 1 on a twin XL, but if you want to get a second one, I would say spend your money on a second pillow as opposed to a second set of bed sheets. You don't necessarily need decorative pillows, but I would recommend them because without that, your bed just kind of seems flat, empty, exactly like how your first college hookups bed will probably look if you're into men. So, but don't go overboard on the decorative pillows. Again, it's a twin XL, sis. It's really not that big. I would also recommend getting a throw blanket if you're a weirdo like me and just sleep on top of your comforter, or just because I feel like it's way more comfy, but up to you. Kind of going along with a blanket situation, you need a comforter. It's really not that deep as to which one you buy. Buy whatever's cute, but don't buy white. You're gonna be eating in bed, doing homework in bed, potentially other activities. I don't know what you're into. White just becomes off-white so fast. It gets crusty. I know the white comforters are like cute and whatever. Just buy yourself something that has some sort of color on it, please, because white will get gross. You're gonna have to bleach it. You're gonna have to stay up to date with cleaning it, and you're not gonna want to. This one on the spreadsheet is labeled necessity, and I'm sorry, but it is. You cannot live without it, and that is a mattress pad, sweetie. This is what your college mattress will feel like. College is already stressful enough. If you're gonna cry anywhere, please don't be a rock hard bed without a mattress pad. Just splurge on this. I know it might seem ridiculous, but you will love your college bed if you have a good mattress pad. We've got the whole bed comfiness set up. Now the only thing we gotta do is rise it up because we gotta put a lot of other shit underneath our bed, okay? Dorm rooms are small. Their closets are small. Their storage space, non-existent, but if it is existent, small. So the key is to maximize height. So I would recommend taking your bed and lofting it if your dorm allows it. Genuinely, you might think you're quirky for lofting your bed when it's not allowed, using bed risers when they're not allowed, or putting it at a height that's too high when it's not allowed, but a girl on my freshman floor, very first week, fell off of her bed. It was too high, cracked her head open on her desk because she was a little, and then had to get stitches and be carried out on a stretcher. I'm not trying to scare you because honestly, the space you gain from lifting your bed, if it's allowed, is impeccable. But just know your limits. Like, you're not an Olympic pole vaulter, let's keep it to a minimum. Check your dorm's guidelines, bring bed risers, and give yourself some extra space if they are allowed, and just don't be the girl on my floor from freshman year because since she raised it too high, she couldn't even like sue the school. And then depending on how high you can loft your bed and the rest of your storage situation, you're gonna want to consider getting extra storage bins that either go under your bed or in the closet, just whatever the case might be. I was actually pretty fortunate in my dorm. There was like a big 3-drawer almost dresser underneath my bed that I could use for clothes, and there was a tiny couple drawers in my actual closet that I could use for socks and stuff. But a lot of other dorms don't have that, so you're going to want to buy bins according to whatever that situation might be. Some people have like an emotional support water bottle or stuffed animal. I had an emotional support 3-tiered cart. When I started bleeding profusely because I cut myself when shaving, my emotional support cart was there with band-aids. When I was bawling my eyes out because I failed my first econ exam, my emotional support cart was there with snacks. When my roommates wouldn't shut up at 5 in the morning when I had an exam the next day and were giving me a headache, my emotional support cart was there with Advil. Those were stupid examples, but if you want some sort of storage space that's not going to be way tucked under your bed and you can just grab stuff on the go, like snacks, whatever it might be, get a 3-tiered cart or however many tiered cart, I don't know, just buy one. You're definitely going to want a little desk lamp because dorm lighting is just piss poor awful. So if you wanna just have something on your desk or your bedside table, your desk probably is your bedside table because dorms are really small, but I would just buy one. Command strips / hooks, baby. Duh. Of all of the items that might be potentially banned on campus, this is the one that I think you could and should get away with. Colleges recently have been trying to make us even more depressed by like not allowing us to decorate because they say the command strips will like rip paint off your wall. Get over it, we're all sad. So they've been banning them in some places. But my little life hack is just bring painter's tape with you. Put the painter's tape on first, then the command strip or hook, and that way the painter's tape will not rip the paint off the wall. I have this next one as suggested on my spreadsheet, but it is a necessity if you don't have AC. If you have AC, whatever, I don't care, personal preference. But if you do not, get yourself a fan, I swear to God. If you can actually tolerate your roommate, I would recommend one of those tall, like, oscillating fans, and then maybe another box fan in the window. If you can't tolerate them, I would recommend a smaller fan directly pointed at you in bed, and then one of those other box fans in your window. If your roommate's a bitch, they shouldn't be allowed to mooch off of your cold air. Surge protector and power strip. You're gonna need one of those. Make sure you don't get one with like 6,000 outlets because you could be responsible for burning down your entire dorm complex, but get one that has like 4 little outlets, maybe 2 USBs, you'll be good. There are whole separate videos on what exact clothes to bring, or at least other people's recommendations. I would just say, don't bring it if you haven't worn it since 2021 started. Also, don't forget clothing hangers. Woo. When you are packing your clothes though, big life hack to just already put your clothes on the hangers and then to wrap a big trash bag around them so that all you have to do when you get to school is just hang it up on the actual closet rod and then just take off the trash bag. You will thank me later. I have functional room decor on here, and what I mean by functional is it's okay to have a couple things that are either hanging or maybe just like 1 or 2 little plants or succulents or something, but just don't bring a lot of extra knickknacks, and don't bring anything that's just gonna sit on your desk and collect dust because, again, dorms are this big. Don't waste your space. I think a big dorm floor rug could also be helpful, especially if you're on tile. You're also going to want an additional trash can. Dorms normally provide like 1 trash can in between your 2 roommates' sides in the middle, but you're also going to want your own that you can put under your desk because taking out the trash is boring. You're not gonna wanna do it every 5 seconds. The last thing I have under this tab before I get into the bathroom stuff is a full-length mirror. My dorm actually had like a little full-length mirror that was really skinny on the back of my closet door, so I didn't need one. And also just, I don't give a f about what I look like going to class, so I didn't find it necessary, but if you're into that, go for it. Bathroom stuff. On the spreadsheet, I have this color coordinated into if you have a communal bathroom, if you have your own separate bathroom, and kind of just items that I would want either way. For any of these items, I feel like it's a lot more dependent on your specific situation. So for a communal bathroom, does that mean your entire floor shares it? Does that mean it's like one of those communal pod bathrooms that you can lock yourself in and it's your own separate space. I don't know, but this is what I think you definitely need for those. There are a lot of different communal bathroom situations, but I think these two are kind of like a universal need. And the first is a portable shower caddy. Please get one that's just like plastic or really easy to clean, because I know cloth ones or like mesh ones might seem cute, but they just scream mildew. The second item, another obvious one that you probably hear a lot of people talk about, shower shoes. They don't have to be anything fancy. I would just say don't wear them for any other purpose. Just in the shower, please. On the flip side of that, two items that I think you might need if you have a separate bathroom or just sharing with your roommates would be a bath mat and a hanging shower caddy. A bath mat is great so that you're not getting everywhere wet when you first get out of the shower. You just step onto the bath mat to dry your feet. And the hanging shower caddy would be good storage space for you and your roommates to use to put your shampoo and all that stuff, and just put it right over top of the shower head. These next three items, in my opinion, could be for any bathroom situation, whether you're sharing with your whole floor or you're a lucky bitch who has their own. Just get like one or two hand towels. I just feel like it's good to have them. I ended up using my little hand towels for like cycling because we needed a sweat towel and you had to bring your own. I don't know. Also, regular towels. Very obvious, but like don't forget that. And my boyfriend would also like to recommend that if you're kind of like taller or just feel like towels that are regular in length aren't doing it for you, buy bath sheets, because they're basically just like extended towels. You're welcome. Also, something I didn't have but kind of wish I did was a robe, because especially if you have a communal bathroom, you're not gonna wanna just throw all of your clothes on the ground just to put them on when you just got clean. If you have a robe, you can just not be naked in the hall. Third category, cleaning supplies and just laundry supplies and that type of thing. As far as laundry baskets go, all I really have to say is get a big one. Some people have an opinion where they like the collapsible ones because it doesn't take up as much space. I don't really see how that works, because every time you wear a piece of clothing and it needs to go into the laundry bin, wouldn't it have to be popped up? Doing laundry is complete ass. Like, it sucks. So you will want to wait as long as possible until that thing is full and you have like no other clothes left to actually go do it. And I will say, don't do your laundry on a Sunday because it's so busy. Just pick any other day. Along with that, you're going to need detergent of some kind. Some people love Tide Pods, some people hate them. I personally still use them because I'm incapable of doing laundry any other way, but up to you. I also personally like dryer sheets, which I know not everyone uses them, but I feel like in college the drying machines are just kind of like musty. And so my clothes smelled a lot better if I just threw in a dryer sheet with it. Disinfectant wipes, please. Let me let you in on a little secret, okay? Dorms are musty as hell. Please clean them at some point. Just do it for me, please. Just. Along with that, you're also probably going to want to purchase a Swiffer or a vacuum, depending on if you have tile or carpet, but please check with your dorm commons first before you buy like $100 vacuum, because a lot of times they have one that you can just lend out. All you have to do is go show them your student ID, vacuum your room, bring it back, and that will save you a lot of money. Also, when it comes to eating, you're gonna want dish soap to go with your dish set. It's really simple. Everyone gets these same fucking things from Target, so just do that. They're like $1 each, and then get a little thing of dish soap and a little sponge. This last category might just be miscellaneous stuff to some, but it's important to me, so listen the hell up. A professional set of clothes. Might seem kind of random, but I promise that you will probably need them at some point. It's not just like a business thing. If you have a presentation in a class, or even if you want to do an interview for an internship, or even a club, you might just need it, and it feels good to have it because a lot of times on campus there's nowhere to buy it. Slip-on shoes. Birkenstocks or slippers I think are perfect because when you're walking around your dorm, you don't want to be barefoot, but you also don't want to go through the effort of putting on a sock and then like tying your shoe. That's too much. Look at me right now, dead in the eyes. Bring a fucking umbrella and put it in your backpack and leave it there forever. Nothing is worse than taking a test in a testing center, feeling so awful about it, trying to get food but the place is closed, whatever the case might be, and then it's fucking raining. No, we're not having that. Another thing to put on your backpack is a water bottle, and don't even bother with those skinny motherfuckers. You don't want to refill it every 2 seconds. Just get a big one as long as it still fits in your backpack compartment and be hydrated. NyQuil and Emergency are the duo that will save your life. You're probably gonna get sick, so if you get NyQuil and if you take it at night so you can actually get a good night's sleep, and if you get Emergency that you can take during the day to kind of up your vitamin C, you won't die. You can also bring an ice tray and a Brita for your water. I don't care about those things, but if you do and you're particular about it, don't forget it. I just don't care. A phone card holder. You might think you're above it. You're not, sis. No one carries around a wallet. Like, you just do this, okay? And then the last thing I have on my list of stuff you should bring to college is an extra long phone charger. The 2-foot one you have now might seem great. Talk to me after you loft your bed. You're gonna need an extra long one. I would say like 6 to 10 feet. Again, all of that can be found in the spreadsheet that I will have linked down below. And let's get into some shit that you don't want to bring because it's a waste and we hate it. Banned items. I know I've said don't bring it if it's banned, unless it's command strips, but I really mean it. You might think you're hot shit for bringing your 4-year-old Bath & Body Works candle and lighting it in your dorm, but when you burn it down, I won't feel bad, sis. Like, it's banned for a reason. Just leave it at home. This one's so random and so controversial, but don't bring a fucking loofah. Those things are just gonna be hanging and wet, and then they're gonna come back, and unlike your shower caddy that you actually need, you can't really clean a loofah that well, and it's just giving me mildew. It's giving me unsanitary. It's giving me just don't bring it. Also, another one I feel like people are gonna disagree with me on, kitchen appliances. The only things that I think you really need are a mini fridge and a microwave, and most dorms come with it or you can rent it out. Don't bring like a toaster. The most cooking you're ever gonna need to do in your dorm is taking one of those little Easy Mac things, putting water in it and putting it in the microwave for 3.5 minutes. Like, no one needs a hot plate or a rice cooker. Just leave it at home. The only exception to this is if you genuinely use it every single day. Some people are very specific about their Keurigs or about a toaster, I guess. If you use it every day, I guess it's fine to bring, but for the most part, you should be using your meal plan that you paid like thousands of dollars for, so just keep snacks in your room. Any high school memorabilia besides pictures, leave it at home. Like, this is a new time now. Just leave it at home. We don't care about your varsity jacket. We don't care what sport you played in high school. Leave it at home. Another clothing type thing is just any clothes that aren't in season. I would recommend, unless you live out of state or really far away, just kind of swapping your clothes at least once per semester. So kind of coming with your summer and game day stuff, and then when you have a fall break or you visit home, changing that out for like parkas and sweaters, because otherwise you will run out of space. If your school offers free printing or like a limited number of free printing sheets, do not bring a printer. You, my friend, will become a printing press for the entire hall if you bring a printer. If there aren't alternative options or any way to do it on campus, that's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do. Just know that it's expensive and like hide that shit from everyone. I kind of alluded to this earlier, but decor that just has no purpose, especially desk decor, because you will actually need your desk. shockingly, for school-related things. Textbooks, please don't buy them beforehand. Like, they're just trying to rip you off. Your student bookstore is gonna email you. Someone's gonna be like, buy this textbook for $350. Don't do it. Wait until the first week of class. There are very few exceptions to this, like if the professor is like,
you need to have this homework done.
But please just wait. It will save you so much money. I saw this on a bunch of lists to bring, and I don't know if we're in like the 19th century here, but don't bring an ironing board. If you care so much about your clothes being wrinkled, one, you will find much deeper things to cry about in college, and two, just buy wrinkle spray. Or do the little life hack where you turn on the hot shower and hang your clothes in there and it like de-wrinkles itself. Don't bring a fucking ironing board, please. And finally, the last thing that I think you should not bring to college is a dry erase board calendar. I don't know why every has one of these. No one uses these after week 3. Just like let it go. Use your phone. Use a regular planner. Don't get a dry erase board calendar. Sorry. Again, this is just from my experience. I'm sure people will have differing opinions in the comments. That's totally fine, but most of all, just kind of check your own dorm situation because not everyone's is the same. I will have this spreadsheet linked down below along with all of my other social media. Feel free to follow me on there because I'm just a mess and it's fun. If you enjoyed, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up because this video took a lot of planning, and also subscribe. But peace out, good luck moving in. Freshman year really isn't that bad. Honestly, it was my favorite year of college so far, but the bar is really low considering the pandemic, so bye!